Hi everyone, we are live at Silicon Slopes. My name is Kristina, Ayanian, and I'm your host with Nasdaq. Joining me today is Cydni Tetro, Chief Executive Officer of Brandless. Cydni, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Brandless has always been mission driven, but now you're fulfilling Brandless's mission in a whole new way. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, we're really focused on how do you help people take better care of themselves, their families, and the planet. And today we've really expanded how we do that to think about Brandless as this entire wellness platform where we're bringing together mission-driven, like-minded brands so we collectively make an impact faster together and really elevate all the things that consumers care about. How do we all have better ingredients in our home? How do we make better choices? And ultimately, how are we all a force for good?
And how has relocating to the Silicon Slopes area really helped propel the business?
Well, Silicon Slopes is an amazing place. I mean, we're here today, right, at this conference. And what is so cool about Silicon Slopes is the collaborative environment, the focus on helping and lifting everyone else, and just creating great growth. It's one of my favorite places to build a business. And for our company, that's meaningful because you have people around you who are advocates and allies and helping you problem solve and just propelling the growth of the company. And that's really cool.
Yeah, and there's really that sense of community here too. So
That's what makes our community so unique. It doesn't exist everywhere else. Like you walk around the halls and you meet friends and everyone's like, yes, I'm cheering you on. I want you to be successful. How can I help?
Yeah, that's awesome. It's so heartwarming. Last year, you closed a record-breaking $118 million funding round. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you tell us what you've done with that money and how are you advancing the company in that way?
Yeah, absolutely. So as we raised that capital for us, it was really all about how do you fuel growth. So we decided to do that with a mix of both how we were growing everything that we were doing organically and also how we were going to drive that through acquisitions. We did 6 acquisitions last year, bringing that into our platform and really accelerating tremendous growth. And despite the fact that we have all of these uncertain times in the economy, we've been able to drive growth in the platform consistently over the last year by just really focusing on things that matter to consumers.
And you're creating a social commerce platform and an influence as a service platform. Yes. So can you talk a little bit more about that? What does that do?
Yeah, so as you think about how the world has evolved with consumers, right? 10 years ago, we were really all thinking about how do we shop in store? And that's changed over time as we introduced digital formats, and then the pandemic over the last couple of years accelerated things into digital. What we really think is happening today is that people are becoming the platform. Like you think about the things that you talk about. We are becoming the platform. We share what we love. We advocate for the products that we love. We're trying to be a force for good. And so there's technology now that underpins that really helps us think about how do the ambassador and the affiliate worlds collide? How do we all individually become a platform so we can advocate for the products that are perfect for us at any stage of life and share them with the people that we know those products will make a difference for?
Yeah, that's especially in this technology day and age.
Exactly, especially in this day and age, and the way that we can, we were just talking about the Silicon Slopes community. Everyone wants community, right? We all want to help other people. That's just who we are as humans. And so can we have platforms that help us do that? Absolutely. And we think that's a big part of what we're building.
And going off of that, I know you've been involved in several community building initiatives.
Yeah.
What causes are most important to you?
So I come out of technology. I did my undergrad in computer science, and I've spent a lot of my career as I built one of my initiatives is the Women Tech Council. And we really think about how do we increase the number of women in STEM from high school to the boardroom. Because women represent 50% of our workforce, and technology is such an amazing way to have diverse voices and innovation. And so we want more of them around the table. Nationwide, we're only at 25% of women working in tech. We have so much room to go. And the ability for us to inspire everyone all the way up into the boards to include more women, include more diverse voices, it's critical to how we solve the world's future problems.
That's amazing, and it all starts with leadership.
It all starts with leadership, and do you know what it really starts with is platforms that accelerate opportunity. Ways that people are thinking about how do I lift others around me, how do I make their path shorter, and how do I accelerate opportunities that other people haven't had before.
Yeah, I love that, women supporting women.
Exactly.
What is the future of Brandless?
But what we really love about what we're doing is that we get to build this differentiated wellness platform focused on how people live better lives and how we impact the planet. And these are big things that people are trying to do. So we really believe this is the next generation of consumer product goods companies. We call it CPG 3, the whole Web 3 and crypto. We think about what's happening in consumer the same way. and that we're really leading out on CPG3 that is omni-channel. It meets customers where they're at. It's bringing great products to life, and it's doing so as we think about holistic wellness of an individual. It's in your body, it's on your body, it's around your home. It's everything you need to live your best life, and we can do so by all being mission driven.
Wow, and you're really a disruptor in your space. Thank you so much for sharing your story. We look forward to continue to follow your journey.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.